share some things with you. A couple of things, I guess. Some things like a dream my friend had. Well, she's not really my friend, but a lady who I know, she told me a dream. And then that reminded me of my own dream that I had a few years ago. And also the talk that's going around right now about dollar that may decide to disintegrate, I guess, at the end of this year, possibly. There's just a lot of things that are going on, and now that it's summertime, everybody are having a good time. It's fun. People are enjoying themselves, and the weather is beautiful. And a lot of people are just not concerned what may happen in the future. But as people who like to prepare themselves and who like to be aware of things, it is important to know. And I'm not the kind of person who kind of likes to scramble and looking for bad things that may happen. But when they come to my attention for no reason at all, it just makes me aware that things are there, and there's a lot of information if you look for it. For instance, the dollar that may fall, the value that will probably collapse at the end of this year. That's been going on since last year. They've been talking about it, and they're stating the economy is trying to pick up. It's trying its really hardest to I guess, to recover from the pandemic. But if you listen to the experts, and I do listen to people who really are in the financial world, who really talk about it, it just shows you that no matter what they're trying to do, it's a very hard process, and they may not be able to. And especially if something that will happen in the fall that will trigger a collapse, a money collapse. So my friend had a dream, my lady who I know. I can't call her my friend since I don't really interact with her as much. We just kind of here and there. But to me, a friend is someone who you talk to a lot and who you interact with, and someone who you just are on the friendly terms. So a person who you just kind of talk to here and there very rarely is not considered a friend, just an acquaintance, I guess. So it's pretty bright right now. Hopefully, I'm sure you can't even see me, but bear with me. The sun is just bright, very bright right now. So what were we talking about? Okay, so as she was sharing her dream, she said that she had a dream that in 4 months the food supply will stop. And she had that last month. And which makes it feel like probably sometime September, October or so this year, something will happen that will create an event that a food supply will stop. So it makes me start thinking, what can happen that possibly can trigger that? But as we know, a dream is just a dream, right? So we just kind of listen to dreams, we are aware of them, but we don't take too full of like we can't base our beliefs on a dream. I know in the Bible it does talk about a lot about a big food shortage that may come to a lot of countries. And her dream, when she said that in 4 months the food supply will stop, it just kind of made me write it down in try to remember it in 4 months. But of course, we have to be prepared. Even if it does happen, if it doesn't happen, we have to be prepared. It also reminded me of my own dream that I had a few years ago. It said that I saw a person who came to my house, and he said, stock up with some foods to have on hand for 6, and then he stopped. He didn't say 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 days. He just said 6, and then he stopped talking. So, I was trying to figure out what he meant, but he showed me stock up on bread, cheese, and potatoes. So possibly those perishable foods that I was mentioning, that may be for 6 weeks, because bread and cheese, they won't last long, maybe even 6 days. So I'm not sure what exactly it could mean. It could mean 6 months. The food wasn't just an example. So it's good to have the kind of food that will last you longer and will not go bad even for 6 months. So that's one thing I want to mention to you. Prepare for something that may trigger food supply to stop in 4 months, which may be September, October of this year. Well, she had it last month, so that'll probably be October or so. And also possible the dollar collapse. That's another issue. And of course, we are aware that there's a Delta Plus virus that's going around, and it may come here to America. And all the vaccines that people have already taken, it may not be effective, and people will have to redo everything again with a new vaccine that's not available. But so the pandemic may still be with us this fall. You may not know. But I did see a video recently about a lady who was talking about interesting concepts that they are all they're thinking that this will be something that people should be aware of. All the precautions that people are making that will not be effective no matter what they do, they still will get sick. Even with vaccines that they took already, they still will get sick. So basically it will get worse, and it will just be the vaccines will not help, and people will get sick even more. Since the vaccine that they gave already, it is corrupting your immune system, and it will be very hard to stay well no matter what you do. At least that's what people are saying. I'm not a doctor, so I can't really say anything. All I just repeat what people are stating. Of course, as Christians, we have to be prepared. We have to pray about everything, and hopefully we will not get sick, and God will protect us. So my best protection for the pandemic is to pray, to stay healthy as much as possible, increase your immunity now during summertime, and then if you do get sick, I do have a good recipe to keep yourself healthy. It is called garlic water. So you crush garlic in a jar of water with warm water, almost hot, and you crush garlic into it, let it sit maybe a few hours, and then you drink it you drink it a few teaspoons morning and night. And the garlic water is supposed to kill the bacteria and the viruses and the germs. So we'll see. I have a few other recipes too that I have up my sleeve. Things that are like supposed to help you with your immunity. We'll see. I may share them in the future. Take care, my friends. Hopefully everything goes well for you.